everyone, it's your girl Bamsi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have been watching my videos, thank you very much for being faithful, and if this is your first time, just sit tight because you're going to have a blast. And I hope you enjoyed the previous video with Paula Kami. She's my teammate helping me with the GetUp project and the video curriculum, which will serve as an empowerment tool for women in countries around the world. And today I'm super excited because we're going to start section 2 of the video curriculum, which is just mainly focused on educating you with the kind of mindset you need to have in order to survive in a community that is full of limitations and might provide you with barriers when you're trying to achieve your dreams. And so today we're going to be dealing with lesson 4, and lesson 4 of the video curriculum is mainly focused on open-mindedness, what the concept of open-mindedness is, the very important factor of you not evading the child in you, and lastly, using your resources to the maximum. So sit tight because we're going to dive deep into the nooks and crannies of today's video in a bit. So what is open-mindedness? Open-mindedness is the readiness to accept something without prejudice. Some synonyms are being flexible, just, and unbiased. Being open-minded in our day is very important because it allows you to think rationally and critically. It's also very important because the world is ever changing and new ideas and theories are becoming more relevant and applicable as time goes by. So being open-minded allows you to be relevant with the times and to be successful in your day-to-day lives, because we need to be with the times in order to make rational decisions that will help us be successful individuals. Being open-minded in general just means being very receptive to new ideas, knowledge, and terminologies or things that you would normally not agree with. So now you've had a good understanding of what open-mindedness is, we're going to be talking about you not evading the child in you. So it might seem really weird, like what does it mean to not evade the child in you? Like you're growing up every day, it's but normal that you become an adult, you mature, and you have to behave like an adult. However, this might serve as a limitation in some aspects. As babies, we are taught to be very curious, and we are very curious, and we want to know more about the world, more about things happening in our society, and just more about everything that is happening and just influencing who we become as individuals. However, as we grow up, we are taught not to really question things that much, and we are taught to present things in a very formal way, strict way, very systematically. However, if we allow the child in us to keep being functional, like being curious about things happening in the world and just striving to learn more, then we'll be able to achieve our dreams. Because if you're curious, imagine being curious about like, why is there a light bulb in this room, and then you went to your boss and asked, and he told you a whole history about something that happened in the past, and that gave you an innovative idea in order to like help other people in local communities to have more light bulbs because it helps in this way and that way. That's a very hypothetical example. However, it could be being curious opens doors for many people. Being curious opens you to see opportunities and allows your mind to imagine wild things, and it's through your imaginations that you're able to achieve your dreams, or you're able to see a possible future for yourself. So when I was in middle school, there was a concept that I kept using, and since I was studying logic, I really felt like I was smart, like I was reasoning logically. And so there was this concept I always mentioned, which was everything starts in the mind. And as time goes on, I think it's really true and really applicable to every day and today activities. For example, creating this video curriculum, it just that I was like, I think it would actually be smart to create a video curriculum, like just share lessons and skills on how women can actually achieve their dreams in a world full of limitations, and just create something like that was an empowerment too. And if anybody was looking for a little bit of motivation, they could click and go to. And so just by having that thought, I was like, oh wow, I should put it into action. I should actually create a video curriculum, because this would really be helpful and impactful to women and girls in communities around the world. And so that's how I started with the video curriculum, and now we are in the second section and lesson 4 of the video curriculum. So just allow your imagination to go wild and take you places, and also allow the child in you to remain curious and just be curious about everything in the world. Ask questions, build connections, and just try to bring your imaginations to life, and you never know what greatness could come out of it, what greatness can come out of it. Yeah, and so this brings us to the last section of today's video, which is going to be focused on using your resources to its maximum. So you might say, I'm really unfortunate, I grew up in a very poor household, all I can do now is go to school, I don't have access to internet, I don't have the best phones, Android phones, I really just feel unfortunate. What I advise you to do is not to wallow in self-pity, but to use your resources to its maximum. So what do you have now? All you have is education, your parents are paying your school fees, and you have the opportunity opportunity to go to school. You should also know that some people do not have the opportunity to go to school, and so you are fortunate for having that opportunity. And now as a student, what you're supposed to do is go to school and study really hard. So what is your dream? Oh, you want to get the latest iPhone. Okay, that's a good dream. Like, it's fair to want to have that for yourself, but how can you have that if your parents can provide that for you right now? You can do that by going to school, studying very hard, and by the time you complete your education, you're able to like get a good job and get enough money to get the kind of iPhone you want, and by so doing you've achieved your dream. And so if you're a woman selling in the market and all you're doing is like all you can afford is just to open a little shop in the market, but you really want to have you really want something better for yourself, you really want to have maybe an education or get a PhD in something. So what you can start doing is go to your phone, if you have like an Android phone, or if you have a local cyber cafe, and go to the library to use the computers. You can always look up how to make your business grow, or how to be efficient with your money. And so by so doing, you'll be able to save money that will be able to help you go and sponsor yourself in college or get the kind of degree you want for yourself. Or you could also be a very young girl who is living in a very local village, and somehow, some way, you're able to stumble on this video. And one thing I'll tell you is use any resources you have at your disposal, because you might say I have nothing, but what if you have a farm, and in that farm you have plantains, and those plantains are worth something? If you harvest those plantains and you get them and you sell them in the market, then you're able to make money, and you're able to send yourself to school or do whatever you want to do that will make you feel satisfied or fulfilled in your life, and will make you feel very successful. So the bottom line about everything is just use what you have in order to achieve your dreams, and do not let anyone say it's not possible, because when you put your mind into doing anything, you can achieve it. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos with your friends and family. And see you next week, because I'm going to be posting the next video, which is a second video for this section, but it's going to be lesson 5, and it's going to be focused on comparisons and jealousy with amongst women, and how that could prevent a woman from achieving her dreams. So sit tight and see you next week. Thank you very much, and adios.